This is dedicated to Tiffany and Mikey. Okay, so this is a story my stepmother has told me about the experience she had with my dad, who has since passed away. God rest his soul. She has no idea how to explain anything that happened, but our family likes to theorize. The two of them are out celebrating my stepmother's birthday. My dad, being a loving husband, got my stepmother tickets to a concert she really wanted to go to. This was a real big deal because the closest major metro was about 2 hours away from where they were living at the time. The plan was for them to drive into town so that they could see the show and then drive back home the same night. My father was on a road trip. He was an expert. It was kinda his thing. I personally witnessed him drive 16 hours in the same position along winding coastal highway on nothing but Pepsi, Lay's potato chips, and a 7-Eleven coffee. Plus the route is a super simple 2 hours of highway, 1 hour driving east, take a left, and 1 hour driving north. This will be important later. Moving on. They really enjoyed the concert and they were ready to head home. It's about 11 p.m. and it's getting very dark. They are on the highway for about 15 minutes and just barely making it out of the metro when they are pulled over. My dad, who liked to pride himself on the ability to talk his way out of the ticket, but was really just a kiss ass, slows down, pulls off the highway and into a parking lot. He then asked my stepmother to hand him his information from the glove box. As she's fumbling with the books, he's watching her. Neither of them are paying attention outside the car. When they both look up, they realize that there are now dozens of police cars in the parking lot, all of them with their lights and sirens on. The sheriff's office, state patrol, and local patrol cars from all different agencies all across the metro area. Both of them are terrified because being from a small town, they have never seen so many police before, let alone pulling them over in the middle of the night. As my stepmother puts it, almost as soon as they showed up, they all vanished, and then we were and the only ones in the middle of the parking lot. Both of them were freaked out, but there is more. They continued their journey home talking about what in the hell happened to them. This happened, they just finished the hour stretch of the highway. As they get closer to the exit where they head back west, my stepmother notices that there is nobody in the highway. My dad begins taking the exit off the highway when instantly my dad, my stepmother, and their car find themselves in a field near the highway a couple of miles before the exit ramp they had just took. Both of them vividly remember taking the exit and are extremely confused and just want to get home. My stepmother tries to call the police, but there's no reception. They return to the freeway. They take the exit and then are returned to the same place in the same field a couple miles from the exit. They take the exit one more time, but there is no glitch, and they turn onto the last hour stretch of the highway. This is when things get really freaky. At this intersection of highway, there is a gas station. My dad pulls off to the gas and get gas. As they pull into the parking lot, they notice that there are 4 cars. 5 of the cars are white, but there's nobody pumping gas at any of them. My stepmother gets out of the car to go pay for the gas when my stepfather grabs her arm and tells her she should stay in the car. He tells her, "I have this feeling that they are calling out for me from really far away, but I can't reach you." And the both of them agree to go to a different gas station. They make the rest of their trip home without anything odd happening, and the people on the highways happen again. Once they get home, they sleep it off, and life is normal a day or two later. Where my stepmother was reading the newspaper, she finds an article stating that at the gas station my dad stopped her from going into was robbed that same night, her birthday. A guy killed the attendant and took a girl hostage who was in the store. He took her into the field behind the gas station to a tree where he killed her and then himself. My stepmother thinks my dad and her were supposed to be the ones in the gas station, but at the last second, fate changed his mind. My dad didn't like to talk about it.